The Justice Minister is establishing an advisory group to tackle retail crime. Paul Goldsmith says it'll cost $1.8 million a year for 2 years. And as Laura Tupai reports, the group will be tasked with reducing the number of violent crime victims and the number of youth offenders.
Valentine's Day 2023 was the second time Cornway Dairy in Auckland's Ellerslie was targeted by thieves. Cigarettes, drinks, about $8,000 of stock stolen. Today, outside the dairy, the Justice Minister says he has a way to stop it.
The formation of a ministerial advisory group to the victims of retail crime.
There's been an 86% increase in retail crime over the past 5 years. The Justice Minister has set a goal for the next 5 years.
20,000 fewer victims of serious violent crime and also to see a 15% drop in the number of serious repeat youth offenders.
The team of 5 or 6 will be headed by Sunny Koshal, the chair of the Dairy and Business Owners Group. They will advise Paul Goldsmith and Associate Justice Minister Nicole McKee about specific legislative changes.
We would have our own KPIs, and of course you would be the best judge. The Kiwis would be the best judge what we are doing.
The Minister has clear areas he wants looked at.
How can the owners of their businesses protect themselves more effectively? Rules around what security cards can and can't do, and also facial recognition proposals.
But the family of the Cornway Dairy wants prevention to be front of mind.
We've seen measures that are taken to help the dairy owners when a robbery does happen, but we haven't actually seen any measures that prevents the actual robbery.
And he'll be telling the new group exactly that, all while studying law to try and personally make a difference in the area.
A lot of the time, these young people, they're suffering from mental conditions, or they feel like they've been betrayed by the government, or they're just not making enough money to get by. And that's why they resort to crimes such as these.
This sort of input will feed into the advisory group, whose advice to the ministers will be swift.
You would be the first person to come to know as we come up with our first proposal, and that would be in a matter of few weeks.
Well, kia ora, Laura. A few weeks sounds pretty fast.
Yes, but of course that's just the first step, right? So if the advisory group comes back and they recommend a law change or perhaps the introduction of some new legislation, that process, that could take up to a year. And that's what Labour's Justice spokesperson, Duncan Webb, has really started to criticise. He says if the advisory group was a real solution to the problem, this isn't it. It's not an urgent solution to an urgent problem. He says National campaigned on tackling crime in the lead up to last year's election, and he says that's $3.6 million that's going to be spent on having this group for 2 years, that could be better spent in other ways to stop that reoffending right now.